Good day, everyone. You are welcome to week 4 of our online facilitation. This week, we will be continuing with Module 2, which is Part 3 or Part C of Module 2 that we started 3 weeks ago. I want to welcome you all to today's instructional video. And in today's instructional video, I will be covering with you Unit 5 and Unit 6 on Module 2, which is Occupational Health Problems. Unit 5 is titled Environmental Health Hazards, while Unit 6 is titled Pollution Prevention in Industry. What are the learning goals for Unit 5 and Unit 6? We have the following learning goals that at the end of this week's facilitation, learners should be able to understand and define environmental hazard, the misconceptions about the meaning of hazard, describe environmental media, illustrate different classifications of environmental health hazard, determine an overview of pollution prevention concept, identify good operating practice in industry, as well as illustrate technology changes and pollution prevention. What is environmental hazard? It is a generic term for any substances, state or events which has the potential to threaten the surrounding natural environment and adversely affect people's health. For example, pollution and natural disasters such as storms and earthquakes. Types and classifications of environmental hazards are: we have physical, chemical, biological, and cultural. And examples of each of these types of classification are mentioned as noise. Example of physical environmental hazards are physical, noise, extremes temperatures, radiation. For chemical, example is cleaning products. Most of the products that we use in cleaning our household or objects or machines in the industries contains a lot of chemicals which sometimes are hazardous to our health. We have the pesticides and asbestos for those who work in companies that produce asbestos. What about biological? We have mold. A lot of people are working where there is mold, and these are very hazardous to their health as well as communicable diseases. Cultural environmental hazard. The lot of people with lifestyle uh, habits that are causing hazard to their health. An example is choice to smoke cigarettes, drinking of alcohol, even poverty. Even though poverty is not a lifestyle, but it is a cultural hazard, as well as poor food choices. We can see in the pictures that is on the slide where there are different hazard. You have the safety hazard, the biological hazard, the physical hazard, and we can see a typical example that is illustrated in it. Also on the table is types and classification of environmental hazard. I've got 4 columns in this table that cited each of these hazards with examples. So we move to environmental media. What are the medium or the media of environmental hazard? They are through the air we breathe in. We we have hazard. Hazards are inhaled or injected through air that we breathe in, through the food we eat, as well as through the water we drink. Even the soil that we cultivate, for those who are in agricultural health field, the soil also can post can be a source of environmental hazard, as well as inanimate objects in the environment. The concept of prevention of pollution. This involves both source reduction, also known as waste prevention, and in-process recycling. What do we understand by source reduction? It is simply defined as activities that is designed to reduce the volume or the toxicity of products throughout the life cycle, or the elimination of waste before it is created. These activities is designed by manufacturers and consumers, resulting in the production and consumption of products. It encompasses good operating practices, technology changes, input material substitutions, and product changes. Source reduction in industries. Industries can realize a high return from a minimal investment by implementing good operating practices. Good operating practices are procedural, administrative, and instructional measures, which include improving inventory control, preventing accidental spills, segregating waste streams, and scheduling production runs that maximize production and minimize waste. Also, getting management to commit to pollution prevention is a first step toward effective source reduction program. Dedication to pollution prevention and its importance to company operations can stimulate the workforce and help employees view pollution prevention as a priority by maintaining an orderly inventory system and proper storage conditions. Such can greatly reduce or will greatly reduce material waste from deterioration, inefficient use, and spills. Frequent inventory inspections will result in early detection of leaks and spills. Recycling. Recycling involves reuse and reclamation of spent input materials such as solvents, detergents, inks, and other chemicals. Reusing substitutes spent input materials for new input materials in the manufacturing process. Recycling can be integrated within the process through a closed loop system, or can be conducted separately using centralized on-site waste recycling system or commercial materials recyclers. Waste reprocessed or reclaimed can be used on-site or solid or given to other businesses for use in their operation. In conclusion, an hazard is only capable of causing injury to a person if only the certain environmental conditions exist. By communicating the benefits of pollution prevention to owners and operators of industrial and commercial facilities, personnel can be motivated facility personnel to seek pollution prevention and technical information assistance. Thank you.